Welcome Tenno, I'm Clock Chaos of AKK Media. So recently I've been asked a bunch. It is not a special secret accessible only to YouTubers. How do I level my Necramech? This is because of both the health and XP bugs that are very prevalent. This is the method that I have been using that works. There's a lot of information out there about what works and what doesn't, but what I've found to be useful and always work is this, and I've tried other methods and had them fail with both the XP and health bugs. So I would suggest this method. There may be other ways, but this works. This is not exactly new player friendly, so if that's you, you may find that you can't do this very well. First, let's cover the builds. Your first job is to level the Mausolon, which comes with the Necramech. It is an arch gun. You're going to level that in Silesia Neptune in the Archwing mission, and you're going to put this build on it. After you do that, health, shields, and armor are all pretty much mandatory at max to get this thing to level 10. I would say refuel and jump are also a top priority, but other stuff is good if you can obtain it. If you don't have the health, shields, and armor, buy them from other players. Until you have your Exalt at level 10, you're just going to have a really rough time because your gun's going to run out of ammo and you're going to have to run away and run around until it recharges. You can slot a magazine mod on it, but I wouldn't recommend that because then your DPS is going to tank. Next up, to get a full build on this requires 11 forma and about 1 hour to 1.5 hours per forma with an XP booster, and at present provides no mastery at all or additional capacity with forma. It is the most ridiculous leveling experience in the game, and I have made my complaints about this and possible solutions already on the official forums and Reddit to get as many eyes on that as possible. People can and should be upset not only about the bugs at launch, but also the ridiculous grind required for this item, and I have described previously and precisely why in my associated posts it's not just the forma cost. It's also about the need to grind for this long with this much investment, also having no build diversity, and if future mods come out we may have to repolarize the same slots after we've already dumped 11 forma into this thing and spent an hour to an hour and a half per forma. It's a lot. So anyway, a full build would look like this, plus thrusters, intensify, and reach, which I have reach. I don't have thrusters and intensify yet. Those are currently selling for a ridiculous price. I'm just going to wait a little bit for them to come down or farm them myself, whichever comes first. That said, the other mods have either associated bugs and or are trash, so just that build is going to be your Necramech build until we have more options. The Exalt Cannon, your 4, looks like this for the build. So to get started, you're going to have no companion. They eat your XP and provide no additional benefits. And that includes not having enemy radar from Animal Instinct and no vacuum. It just doesn't work. I don't know if that's a bug or intentional. I'm assuming it's a bug because you shouldn't be able to use your Kavat and have it die and eat your XP if it provides absolutely no benefit to you. That also includes any Smita Charm buffs or Darza buffs. None of that stuff works. So you want to first set to invite only or solo. Foss is the best time to run this since the blue areas will heal the mech if you stand in it, which can be useful. You don't need to do that, it's just handy. Load into Necrolisk, go to Mother, obtain a tier 3 bounty. Head outside. Wait until all of the dialogues are complete, all of them. That means even the one after the waypoint. Summon the mech outside of the cave entrance. Head to the bounty. Complete as much of the bounty as you can, specifically getting to a spot that you can more or less run endless by not completing it, and defending a spot such as an extractor or purifier where endless enemies will spawn. Lay waste to the enemies until you are done. If the mech does go down, do not under any circumstances resummon it. Head straight to the extract in your operator form. Don't even pull out your Warframe. Otherwise, if you make it back, park it on the grass outside the steps and dash inside. Collect your rewards, leave the entire planet, and repeat as needed. Couple of quick tips about running the Necramech. Conserve your ammo and aim effectively. Save your exalted energy drops for when you are both surrounded and out of ammo. Your gun will recharge while not in use. You can hover above the battlefield and rain death on the enemy. Again, the blue zones will heal your mech by standing in them. You have no radar and there are lots of projectiles. Stay constantly moving to avoid most of the shots. This is especially true of the big jugulars, which the big phallic things that sprout out of the ground. If their projectiles hit you, you want to take them down super quick. It'll pretty much eat your shields entirely and or kill you if you don't have your shields mod maxed. Maggots may spawn from some of the enemies depending upon where you are and what time of day it is. If they do, use a slam attack near them, but not on them. The slam attack in these things is currently bugged so that it doesn't work if you land directly on an enemy. You need to land on the ground. And that's it for leveling the Necramech in the current patch of 29.0.5. I hope that's been helpful. Please consider leaving a like and subscribe.
What's